So on our channel, you guys probably saw my ultimate hunting rig, and it was a Suzuki Samurai. And there were reasons that I loved it, but there's some reasons that I had to do something different. And so I'm with this now. This is my ultimate hunting rig. This is a 2005 XTERRA with a 4.0. Yeah, and they have all those problems. This one's been through all of them and been fixed, but it's a whole lot bigger and a lot more comfortable than the Suzuki Samurai. But there are some things that are holding me back. One of them is I need a way to store food because I don't want to eat just backpack food. But I do like having more room back here. So we're ready for elk season. We've already been out one weekend. I'm getting ready for the next week. We're going to be out. So there's some things that I'm doing to this, and I thought it'd be fun. If you guys haven't checked these guys out, go over, check out their clothing, check out their calls, check out their arrows, check out everything that they have, and then go check out our website and get a t-shirt. Anyhow, so this is the ultimate rig according to Nate now, because here, and I'll let you guys see it, because it's bigger, gets around, I could live in it, I could haul, a cooler in it. Eventually I'm going to have a tent on top of it so I could just go and crash anywhere. I did put a 2-inch lift on it, and I just put the pucks in there and then an A-arm. So whenever you put pucks in, see where this top, your top control arm, it with the stock one, it sits on there and hits. So you want to be able to put something that has the geometry for the lift, and that has made a big difference. So that has all been done. Of course, I'm going to get some new tires. These are going to have to hold out for this year, hopefully. And then eventually I am going to get a bumper on the back and put my spare up here as well, and I'll have a swing away. But I got a lot of things going with this guy. But for a rig that gets you out there, and I could pull the goat trailer, that was another big reason that I went with a new rig. But for this elk season, I have to get to where I could pack some extra gas with me. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So I looked around at all of the cargo carriers and that will fit on there and would have enough room to put a solar panel on, because I have a 12-volt cooler that I'm going to put in that I can pack food around, and I want that solar panel to be able to keep that cooler going. So I went with the Harbour Freight roof mounted, they call it the cargo carrier or whatever, but they call it the Haul Master, and it comes with this, if you guys could see it there, it comes with that sticker on the front, but as you see, that didn't last the second it came out of the box. So it comes in 3 pieces. You have to put it together with these screws. It's very well made. It's held up, and it's going to do everything that I need to do with a cargo carrier. Basically, all I want to do is I want to be able to put my fuel up here, and then on the back I'm going to put my solar panel on it. And I'll show you the solar panel installation later. But for today, I'm just going to show you this rack and how well it goes up there. I think this rack goes for about $100. It's $99. I had a 25% off, so this costs $50, or no, $75, sorry. So this costs $75. But the way that it goes together, this is the reason that I went with this rack instead of, say, the one at Walmart or what else, is because of the way that it holds onto your crossbars. So these go down to the crossbar, and that goes up inside the rack, and it creates this plastic, it's just a lot more, it's a lot sturdier and a lot stronger. So that goes there, that goes, you'll put the rack, this underneath the rack, this goes on the crossbar, this comes on the other side of the crossbar, so it sits like that. And then you have a U-bolt that comes from the bottom, or from the top down, goes through the rack, and then these go on the U-bolt. So that's the reason I went with this rack, is it's built to have, it's built to where you can take it on and off pretty quick if I need to, because eventually I'm going to put a tent on there, so I'm not going to have this rack forever on there. But once I put it on, you never know where you might need to move it and things like that. Now, to take a look at this, here's all the specs for it, and it's well made. It's well made. I'm sure it's going to get a little few rust spots and stuff in it, but that doesn't matter. But this is the roof. This is how it works. It's 150 pounds max load, which I don't think I'll ever put on it, but this is what it comes in. It just comes in a box like this, and the three, and you put it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it. Another thing, you guys, if you don't have a tool roll yet, you need to get one. These are awesome. You can find these just about anywhere, but I think we're gonna have some made by Wilderness Packs. We use their packs, but they make stuff that is so awesome. Some of these tool rolls made by them, they would just be better, but this one has a hard time zipping. So have a tool roll, and I placed it up top in my so I could get at it real quick. In the Nissan, they have a little cubby up there, and I have toe straps and things up there too. So we're gonna get the rack and bring it on up here, keep the tools out in case I need them, and I got all the goodies right there, and we'll install this thing. Of course, your fairing in, it comes with a fairing. Your fairing in will be towards the front, so you won't get a lot of wind noise, but it's relatively light. It's about 20 pounds, so I'm going to take it up there and we'll get it set on there and then start installing. And a person could go get some lights and put some lights on here. You'll see I'm going to run some power cords alongside this when we get this all installed and get the power installed. And I got some universal wire hiders that'll go down by the windshield. And so at that time, I'm going to put some extra wires up here for lights, because I'll probably end up putting a light bar across this thing. All right, so I'm just going to open the back door here, put the rack up on top where I think I want it, because I'm going to want it as far forward as I can get it and still shut my, so we'll just have to eyeball it here, and that looks pretty good right there, I think. So see, I got to be able to shut that, so we're going to be right about there. So now I'll get my mounts, and we'll start mounting on the crossbars here. So we have the two crossbar mounts, and I may have to move this back because this has to mount like so on the crossbars, and then so if I'm going to have to loosen that up and move it back just a little bit, so this will all line up. We want it to all line up. XTERRA crossbars, they're T30s, so we're going to loosen those up. Then we'll move the crossbars to where they go underneath, and they'll be perfectly aligned. And I'll probably put one of the crossbars, well, we're going to go back just a little bit with it, but we'll get both sides, and then I'll align them, and we'll tighten it back down, and then I'll show you how this all goes together. Ugh. So we need to go back just a little bit with this guy. Okay, just about like that. So you see those pieces will go in there, and I'm going to put them right on the edge. That's about perfect right there. So I'll go put the other side down, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like with the piece that goes on. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're going to come around and we're going to kind of center this a little bit. Get this guy, this piece underneath, like so. And we'll center that just a little bit. Perfect right there. We can still get into the latch, and then you have this bar, this mount goes over the top. And then it goes on those two little knobbies. There's two little knobs there, and I'll show those to you. And then this piece comes up from the bottom, goes around your mount. And I wonder if I should, I'm going to bring this all the way over to the side, because there's going to be, when this comes up, there's going to be room on there. So it's going to be sticking up. So I want it all the way to the side. That way I'm not taking up any of the room, because I'm going to run my fuel tank right up against this and ratchet it down. So I'm going to take it to the side, just to where I could get in on that bolt there. Maybe I'll go ahead and go down with the bolt. I think we got it in the right spot, and I'll tighten that back down, and we're good there. With the Torx 30. Now I'm going to go over the top of that with my piece here, and then that'll put everything to the side, and then I'll go up underneath, and I'll show this to you guys here, and once I get it kind of installed, temporarily installed, and I'll go get another one and we'll get that cleaned out. Yeah, that's how easy it should go. Right on top. There we go, perfect, right there. Perfect. So that's where we're at. So I'll screw that up, and we'll get the other one going. And I'm just going to leave them loose, because I'll probably be adjusting this rack once I get all the hold downs down. Cool. Perfect. I'm going to go and get all of them on, and we'll get back on here. I'll show you. So let's make sure that this has everything installed, and it's kind of in the right spot. Boy, it looks really good. And then we have to take that block, set that block in where it's supposed to be, and that's going to be good right there. So I'm going to tighten down this cross piece. So I got that tight, and I'm going to run that all the way over to where we're at the same spot. Perfect, perfect. And then I'll show you what we got here. So we got this cross piece, and then it goes on top there, like that. And that comes up underneath. And that's how it holds on the cross members. And it's very good. That's the reason I bought this one, is I like that one way better than the other ones that I've seen. We'll take it, put it down, put these, and we will be really strong. This is going to be a great setup. This is exactly what I was trying to get together, and they're going to sit just underneath, so it probably wouldn't get in the way of anything. They made it in a way where it just sits underneath where the crossbars are, but the crossbars are all welded, and that's another reason I got this one, is because I could put a ratchet strap on them, and I could also mount and you'll see, because I got those mounts coming, but we also will have mounts that I could put a shovel on, because I'm going to run a shovel in my Pulaski. Have some fire tools. It's just smart to have them when you're out, and I think you know, if you're in a spot and ODFW or somebody comes out there and looks at it, or Oregon State looks at it, they're going to like that a lot better. So I'll leave that semi-loose, and I'll get the other ones on, and then I'll show you how I'm going to center it up. Alright, so we put those all in. I'm going to tighten it all down, and I'll show you what they look like here. So you see how that all fits on there. You got your piece over here. So you have your piece over there that has the plastic across there, a U-bolt, and just these hand tightening nuts. But I'm telling you right now that they are tight enough. I'm getting it super tight, and then tighten both sides, and then I'll periodically tighten this back together. But if you see, and then I have all four. I've tightened down the crossbars, and one of the, you want to see if you could shake the whole rig off of that, and it's good and tight that way. I'm going to tighten these down some more, but that's it. So that is the basket, and you'll see everything that I'm doing with the basket. And if you subscribe and follow along as we build the ultimate #2 ultimate hunting rig. I have about as much invested in this as I did the Samurai, but this is a lot more capable, and I'm able to tow things, and I'm going to put the bikes on the back, and I'll be able to run solar off of it. And eventually I'll fold all this down and put a box back there and be able to even sleep inside of this as well. So this is the XTERRA, and haven't found out a name for it yet. If you guys come up with a name, leave it in the description, and subscribe and watch as we rebuild, or build I should say, the ultimate hunting rig. Right now it's just got a lot of stuff in it, and then of course all of my military affiliation, and well, not all of it, I got a lot of it up there, but not all of it, and that's it. So this is going to be a project that we're doing, so stay tuned and you will be able to follow along as we build the ultimate hunting rig. Thanks for watching.